as you train these techniques, if I'm trying anything here, I should start feeling uncomfortable because that hand may come swinging at my face, right? And at that distance, I'm probably not going to see it coming, right? Action versus reaction. So I'm approaching from this angle, and here I can keep this hand kind of protective. So I'm here, and this arm's going between now, and then this one's going over top. As I go over top, I'm just basically pulling his arm and sinking straight into the technique. Okay, so that movement's like this. From A to B, the arm doesn't naturally bend that way. Okay, right? The hand has to go down and then up. Okay. Otherwise, the arm just doesn't naturally bend that way. So when I come in here, I kind of dip his hand down and then up, back, and then once it's there, it loses a lot of strength. But especially you get someone that's much tighter, that arm is not going to go straight to that position. The arm doesn't bend. Let's talk about the second technique now. Okay, so we're here, and I've entered in to deliver this, but his arm is resisted and his arm is straightened out. Now there's two variations I can do here. One is to come up here and continue to an arm bar above the shoulder. Okay, so what I'm doing is, as his arm straightens out, I catch it. Okay, see how I roll this over? What happens when I roll my arm over, it actually rolls his elbow up. And then I catch his up, and then I just basically bend my neck to kind of catch his wrist there, grab my wrist and pull down. And as I do that, now I'm not hip to hip anymore, I actually face towards him and start pulling him down. Both hands here, and watch what I do. I open up my elbows, and from this standing position, tell me when you feel the pressure on your elbow. Okay, so right there, I'm actually almost getting that hyperextension just by that leverage here. Okay, so I'm here, I'm pushing on the shoulder with this arm, and opening up, pushing against his wrist on that arm as I pull down. So this is the motion I'm doing. Okay. So I went here, his arm straightened out, so I caught it here, and then immediately I'm going down for that same technique, same angle, same technique. So I've gone here, and it's spun around to here, and now I go to another shoulder lock technique. Okay. So all I'm doing here is once his arm has spun around, I'm trying to catch it. Okay. In other words, I put my fingers through here, and I try and help him get his arm bent with my body. So I kind of cut it in towards my body, and then immediately wrist, thumb down, acquire his arm, and go to here. Right there, on his shoulder, on his outside of his elbow. Okay.
Just glaring.